Okay, so this is my evaluation for preparation for progress, Unit 11, I believe. Yep. So my personal statement, I really just spoke a lot about my own personal skills, like my ambition, my determination, and my curiosity and stuff to learn and want to learn more, and also my work experience, which admittedly there's little of, but working more and more on it now, and I have a lot of things lined up. Um, my showreel is where I think I shined the most. I really took my time with it and try to, really find the best shots that I have and that I've done and made and everything. And I think I have a pretty decent showreel. It's definitely, not the best showreel ever made, but I'm proud of it. I think the doing the showreel is what really, like, making it, putting it together is what really helped me figure out like where I wanted to go. And I decided not to go to university because I it doesn't feel like my it sounds really pretentious, but like it doesn't feel like my style. It doesn't really feel like my sort of situation. I don't think I'd be able to do well in a university like pressure environment, just because I know I've always really struggled with like the whole system of grading and all these things, that I'd rather just take the skills I have learned and go freelance and do my own work, and try to get a decent grade in here so that I have the option that if I want to go to university in the future, or like in a year's time or 2 years time, that I have that option there for me. Obviously that means, going all out on my FMP and doing the best I possibly can do to get a good grade. I'm hoping for a merit at least a merit. Um, so yeah, my showreel, obviously I put my best shots. That's what a showreel is, I guess. But yeah, I went back and to old shots that I have that would like for like my like the Black Dog in year one and stuff like that, and my music video that some shots that I think there were good shots that could have just been like done better with the skills that I now have. Like I didn't know how to color grade now then, and now I do. So I went back and just did little enhances on the color and basics. So I don't know, just made it look a little bit nicer and more presentable. Yeah, sure. I think it went pretty well. It just I think it's a good presentable. It's a presentable showreel. I think we'll end up doing another one, specifically because I've come to the conclusion, I guess, that the area that I specifically want to follow and do a lot of freelance in is music videos. I feel like I thrive. There we go. I feel like I thrive more in the music video environment. Personally, I just enjoy doing music videos, really, and especially locally and just in the UK and other people that I've made connections with. There's a lot of things that I could be doing for people, and a lot of people that are willing to pay good money. So really, it's just a no-brainer, really, for me. I'm gonna try and get that grade to proceed the uni route in the future when I'm a bit more mature and more capable, I guess you'd say. My CV, it's really basic CV. It's just really it's just really the basic sort of stuff, like my qualifications, my previous jobs that I've had. Since I wasn't going to uni, I did a more sort of general sort of CV that I can hand anywhere. Did a business card. I think my business card is. I quite like it. It's got my name. It's quite a simplistic design, but it was supposed to look simplistic, like on purpose. But I've got a feeling it looks simplistic because I was lazy, which is not the case. I just wanted to go for that simplistic design. I prefer more simple designs, I think it looks more professional. It looks more enticing. It looks more like, like you want to know more. At least for me personally. Um, and a lot of good business cards that I've seen from people just have that sort of simplistic look that don't have a whole lot going on. It just has the basic information, like your name, what it is that you do, and some contact information. So I put my email and my phone number. It's just kind of like white with some few black lines for the design part of it. Also, I made a website which needs some work on. There's a few little issues that can be resolved, but for the most part, it's very me. It's very simple. It's very straightforward, I guess. Mm-hmm. It really just shows what I do. It's just I do videos, and it kind of just highlights what work I do. My show reel, all that stuff's just on the homepage. Yeah. What else did I do? Fuck, I did something else. Did a cover letter. I really just took a template from the internet, but then I wasn't sure how to write it. I've never had to write a cover letter before, so I thought I'd write it as if I was applying for a job for a cinematography job. And then I used a company that I would actually really like to work for even. And I don't know, I found out going on their website and stuff, I found out they're actually looking for cinematographers, so I might apply and see where that goes, possibly. So I've already made the cover letter and all that stuff for it, which is cool. It's a company called Lyrical Lemonade. They do a lot of music videos for hip-hop musicians, and they're really popular online and all that. So I did my cover letter based on that company. Don't know what else I could talk about. I feel like I could talk a lot about more stuff, but I don't know what. Since I'm going into freelance work and not in the university route, I thought I'd talk more about the other skills I have rather than just video. I also know how to make music and produce and mix and all this stuff, and I feel like that's a possible route that I could also follow, because obviously doing music videos you'd probably end up meeting a lot of musicians, so I feel like having that sort of musical knowledge would help. I feel like that's a more that's something as a musician they could see and be like, oh, this person also does what I do. They understand what it is that we do. They understand what they understand just what's going on and how things are made, and so they don't, I've heard stories of some directors asking for people to just completely change the song, and for no real reason, which is just a bit silly. So yeah, I feel like having those other skills that I've just kind of acquired in my own time, which I've mentioned, my personal statement and my CV and stuff, that would help to add to my skill set on top of cinematography and editing and all this stuff. Can't think of anything else to talk about. I feel like I've covered almost everything that I can think of. So yeah. I guess that's my evaluation for Unit 11. For Unit 12 documentary, I'm going to really focus on the research, obviously, because that's the main part that we're doing, but yeah, really try and focus on getting that as good as I can. And then on to FMPs, which is the really important part. Sick.